from the Loft 100 studios in sunny San Diego, California. 110 million TV homes strong, 150 radio stations. That's right, we are TV and radio at the same time. Let's not forget to mention Armed Forces Radio Network in 175 countries and all the ships at sea.
Love our troops.
We're also on the interweb. And as Wall Street Journal called us, business with a barroom slant. Big Biz Show is on the air. Good to have you on. I'm Sully, that's Costa. The DTT is back.
DTT, baby.
Day Trader Trio.
Hello.
So where's the Day Trader Quattro? I see we have Mark Hattersley being played by Ron Burgundy over there in the corner.
Ron Burgundy.
That's good. Great to have you guys. Can I get a blam? Boom! You can't teach that. You can't teach that. Hey, great to have you on today. One of our favorite parts of the program is when we have our viewers or listeners, our viewers from across the country, listeners internationally, or on the interweb because of iHeartRadio, send us emails about a company they want us to look at. And typically it's a topic that we don't talk about normally or something that we don't, I think we just got a gold company the other day. We've had oil and gas. Mm-hmm. Quite a few biotechnology firms. You know, we don't just interview small cap companies here. We do everything from authors to celebrities to sports people to CEOs of companies, both public and private. But one company came to our attention, to one of our executive producers, Greg Todoroff. Name of the company, Avid Exchange, and they are a provider of accounts payable automation software. Can you tell me what that is, Mike?
They help you pay your employees.
Well, among other things.
Among other things.
Gone are the days. Okay, let me ask you this. When is the last time you wrote a check? Like a check out of your wallet, out of your checkbook. See, I think businesses are in the same position. They have automated systems, and guys like Avid Exchange are probably there to facilitate that. AVDX, they are publicly traded under the stock symbol AVDX. The CEO's name is Mike Praeger, and guess what? I got him on the air.
Beautiful.
Mike, how are you, sir? Great to talk to you.
I'm doing well, and Sully, I really appreciate having me. What's interesting, I love the band because I'm here at the Avid Exchange Music Factory where we have our campus, and so music is dear, to our heart. Being a software company, lots of engineers that play in bands, and so we try to support the local Charlotte music scene.
Wow.
By having the campus at the Music Factory.
Well, I think we have a tour coming this year. Maybe we're near Charlotte. Maybe we come by and say hi at one point here for the Sully
We'd
band.
love
We
to
can do
host
that.
you.
Hey, Mike, first of all, I'm going to let you take over because you have a lot of experience in this game. And this is something, again, our audience, some of them very technical traders, some of them new to business. But I don't think we've ever talked about actual business accounting solutions on this program on the 30 years we've been on radio and the 15 years we've been on television. Take it away, because this is obviously, I love when we're talking to businesses where you sort of find a need and fill it. Mm-hmm. This has got to be a huge footprint and a huge addressable market. I'll let you take it from there, Mike. Talk about what you guys do.
Yeah, absolutely. So very simply speaking, what we do is we eliminate the paper invoice and the paper check for middle market companies. So simply speaking, it's, business to business bill pay. And we're a software company that then automates both the accounts payable process as well as the payment process for our customers. So today we have,
hey, there's Mike Costa after a Kentucky Fried Chicken meal.
Exactly. So we have, over 8,800 customers in the U.S., middle market companies that use our software, and they're paying their bills to over 1 million suppliers that we have on our as well.
Mike, real
Go
quickly, I want to ask this. So small business is the biggest taxpayer in this country. It's the biggest employer in this country, yet the least incentivized. And you never hear about companies that are B2B in that space. I mean, you really are not going for the IBMs and the HPs of the world, or maybe you are, but I think mostly what I'm hearing is you're going through middle market, what the IRS would categorize as small business, correct?
Yeah, maybe we define middle market as those companies between 5 million and 1 billion of revenue.
Sure.
So in the U.S. alone, Sully, there's about 435,000 of these companies. We're considered the industry leader, and we're just approaching 10,000 customers. So long runway. But the most interesting thing I think of the whole market is that we estimate about 70% of the market hasn't done anything yet related to automating their accounts payable or their payment process to their suppliers. Sure. They're still managing paper invoices and paper checks.
Mike, is that number coming down significantly, or is it with, if you have older employees, they still want that paper that they can take to the bank and deposit or whatever?
So I've been doing this for a while. I started the company in 2000, and so if you had said, 20 years post when we started the company, we would still be at, 70% of the industry still being paper invoices and paper checks, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But some of these really business function changes just take a lot longer to happen than you think. But the wind is certainly at our back every year. Just based on our growth, more and more companies are adopting, and at some point we're going to really get to kind of that crossing the chasm piece when we really see that pace of adoption really begin to accelerate.
I would assume the pace of adoption goes in concert with the pace of the information overload that needs to happen with respect to, even if you write a check and you put it in the bank, it clears that day. I know why businesses used to do this. They used to do this to float, to float payables while the receivables came in. And we've become so sophisticated in our federal banking system that there is no float anymore. There really is no good excuse for a paper invoice system as well as a paper check system. So how do you get that message out, number one? And what keeps you or makes you bigger, better, faster, stronger, cheaper than the competition?
Yeah. So first of all, we work really hard on the value proposition to our customers. Just make it overwhelmingly kind of the ROI in terms of being able to them quickly adopt and implement our type of solution. So it's within a 12-month ROI for our customers, and what we're seeing is that message combined with just the overall pace of what I would say, electronification of all back office systems is really, playing to our advantage. We're very tightly integrated to over 225 different accounting or ERP related systems that our customers use to manage their back office. And the other thing that's really interesting with the middle market is about half 50% or so of the companies highly align themselves to an industry vertical that has unique accounting or business process for that vertical.
His name is Mike Praeger. He's the CEO of Avid Exchange. They are publicly traded under the stock symbol AVDX. You can go to avidexchange.com. Talk about when you go out there and try to handle some of these thousands of companies that need your help. What is that like? Do you have a go-to-market strategy that has a sales force, or is it a TV thing? Of course, we'll give you a ton of exposure here, but talk about that.
Yeah, no. We call it a hybrid strategy, and it really composes, two strategies. One is we go direct in today 9 different verticals, industry verticals, ranging from real estate to construction to healthcare, all the way to our newest vertical that we announced earlier this week, which is hospitality. In addition to that, we have a partner channel that covers more of the horizontal breadth of the market. And we believe that, if a CFO is going to want to automate this process, they're going to do one of 3 things. They're going to either do a bunch of, Google internet searches, and they're going to find Avid Exchange through that mechanism and engage with our sales force directly, or they're going to call their bank, or they're going to call their accounting system provider. And we're highly aligned in all 3 of those channels for customers.
Hey, Mike, what do you? So looking at your news, obviously you guys have had you've come a long way, especially recently. You've had you're taking the ball down the field pretty impressively. What are you most excited about for 2023? That which you can share with us, obviously, as a CEO of a public company.
Yeah. So first of all, we just had our earnings yesterday, so we had our 7th consecutive quarter of beating expectations and continue to kind of raise expectations across the board. So we're proud of that track record. But what I'm really excited about is continue to build the value proposition for both our buyers and suppliers to really fuel that market adoption. And so one of the things that we've been talking about that we're getting ready to release the second half of this year is our new Invoice Accelerator product. And what this does, Sully, it's really interesting. It kind of takes the power from typically the buyer in terms of when they pay a bill and actually gives it to the supplier to determine when they want to get paid. So a supplier on our network can raise their hand at any point and say, I want to get paid tomorrow, and we'll advance that invoice for next day payment. And offering. We've been in kind of test mode for the last year or two, and it's done extremely well, and really looking forward to making it mainstream across all our suppliers.
Mike is actually getting your email right now for his next day payment. He's got a couple of things he's sending over to you immediately. Hey, Mike, I want you back on the air. I love that you're such a small business warrior. You're going to end up being our small business reporter out there because you're at the tip of the spear. Mike Praeger's his name. He is the CEO of the Avid Exchange. The letter exchange.com. AVDX. There you go. Yeah, I want him back. Good stuff. Big Biz Show continues. Stand by. Sully, Costa, and the Day Trader Trio.